Hi, we're Nudge Security, and we make SaaS security work for modern work. Let me show you how. We started with the simple recognition that modern work runs on SaaS. In fact, our customers alone use over 31,000 SaaS apps. Here's a real kicker though, 90% of those apps are adopted and managed by people outside of IT. So no, you're not being paranoid about shadow SaaS. In fact, it's the new normal. Unfortunately, it is still your problem to solve. And when you consider that a new SaaS account gets created roughly every 20 minutes, that means that every single day, your IT and security teams are dealing with another new location where data ends up, another vendor security review to do, another employee to offboard, and more. This work is reactive and disruptive to your team's more strategic work. Okay, but haven't we already solved this problem with firewalls, gateways, and CASBs? Well, those solutions tend to focus on the handful of apps that are already known and owned by IT. And apart from being expensive, complex, and limited in visibility, they work to simply block access to SaaS, which most people admit they'll gladly work around. We think it's time to make SaaS security work for modern work. And we built Nudge Security to do exactly that. We help IT and security teams to manage the SaaS security lifecycle for all apps and all identities without slowing down the pace of modern work. And all it takes to get started is one simple connection to Google Workspace or Microsoft 365. Seriously, you don't even have to talk to our sales team first. You can get started on our website for free with a 14-day no risk free trial. Just enter your work email address, and once you sign up, you can decide whether you want to try it out for your whole organization or a solo user. Nudge uses API access to Microsoft 365 or Google Workspaces in order to search and analyze email records for SaaS account signups, password resets, and much more. This method sees beyond the network, beyond the endpoint, and even into the past, as far back as your records go. And more importantly, it gives you a complete historical SaaS inventory on day one, not after weeks or months of monitoring network traffic. So here's what you'll see on your first day of using Nudge Security. We'll show you all of your active Google or Microsoft user identities, the total number of SaaS apps we've discovered, and how many SaaS accounts have been created in those apps. We'll also show you a trend line of SaaS growth so you can stay on top of SaaS sprawl and always be the first to know when new apps are adopted. More specifically, you can track AI adoption, broken down by department or cost center, and even individual users. We'll even show you which of your SaaS providers are using AI under the hood to deliver their services, so you can map your AI supply chain and protect your data privacy. But we don't stop at discovery. We enrich your inventory with AI-powered risk insights into each of your SaaS providers' security and compliance postures, supply chains, and breach histories, so you can make risk-informed decisions and stay on top of third-party risk management. Nudge Security also shows you who has access to your SaaS apps and how, whether the employee uses single sign-on or username and password. And with an optional integration with your SSO provider like Okta or Azure AD, you can see login activities to identify inactive and abandoned accounts. You can even see whether or not individual accounts have MFA enabled. We also map shared group accounts. For example, this DevOps group is used as a shared login for AWS, and it looks like it's misconfigured to allow anyone in the organization to join. I can fix that right here. We also map SaaS to SaaS OAuth integrations. We assign a risk score so you can surface overly permissive access, and you can directly revoke grants from Nudge Security. Now, zooming out, Nudge Security also helps you manage your entire SaaS attack surface as it changes, summarizing your externally facing apps, your corporate social media accounts, apps that handle sensitive data, and even data breach alerts for third and fourth party SaaS providers. Our visibility is unrivaled, but what really makes Nudge stand apart is how it helps you to govern and secure all of your SaaS assets at scale. This includes nudging the right SaaS stakeholders at the right time over Slack and email, guiding your users and app owners to take simple yet effective steps towards safe and compliant SaaS use in ways that strengthen your organization's SaaS security posture without overhead. And you can orchestrate and automate all of this nudging through our playbooks. Let's say you want to enforce an AI acceptable use policy. Run our playbook once to automatically nudge employees as they sign up for an AI tool, asking them to review and acknowledge your acceptable use policy and giving you a fully auditable record of responses. Our playbooks are designed to accelerate common SaaS security and governance work, like performing SOC 2 access reviews, onboarding apps to SSO, or finding and removing abandoned accounts. And when it's time for someone to leave the organization, our employee offboard playbook walks you through all of the steps to fully revoke cloud and SaaS access. It even automatically resets passwords for apps that aren't managed by SSO, expediting the lockout process. And our flexible notification engine keeps you up to speed. And you can even forward SaaS security alerts downstream to security analytics, SIM, or SOAR platforms. And finally, with our public API, you can extend nudge security even further, making it a seamless part of your modern security fabric.